Fox 8 investigation shows city-hired investigators say they can't determine whether the mayor's former bodyguard violated department policies or played a role in giving her a private citizen's personal information. As Chris Joseph reports, Jeffrey Vappie would not cooperate with investigators.
Fox 8 obtained an internal NOPD report which shows investigators couldn't find any evidence that Mayor LaToya Cantrell's former bodyguard, Jeffrey Vappie, gave her a private citizen's personal information. But that internal report indicates Vappie wouldn't cooperate and resigned before the investigation ramped up. The citizen and bro made the allegations. Justin Schmidt is her attorney.
The mayor didn't just pull that information up off of the internet. That information certainly came from private sources and it should have been kept private.
Last May, Cantrell filed for a restraining order against Bro that included Bro's social security number, old ID photo, and expunged legal history. Bro says she took 2 photos from her balcony of Cantrell and Vappie dining. A Lee Zurich investigation found Vappie was on the clock during the meal. In her court filing, Cantrell accused Bro of stalking and harassment.
Why would she show that she could dig up records that no one else could dig up? Why would she go through the trouble of printing an old picture of me? I believe she was trying to intimidate me and trying to show other people to not take pictures of her and not expose what she's doing that's wrong.
The internal NOPD report we obtained states Vappie refused to be interviewed by investigators. He is currently under indictment for lying to the feds about a romantic relationship with Cantrell.
He probably knows a lot more than he was willing to say.
In the report, investigators determined Vappie did not appear to use several law enforcement databases to access Bro's personal information. As a result, the investigators noted it was not possible to determine if Vappie accessed, released, or disclosed confidential information.
Just because Vappie didn't physically press the buttons on the computer doesn't mean that he didn't get them otherwise.
Bro is suing Cantrell, her chief of staff, and the city over the release of the private information. She has not named Vappie as a defendant.
Based on what we had received in the report, we just weren't sure that Vappie, and we still don't know to this day whether or not he had anything to do with it.
The question of how Cantrell obtained Bro's information remains unanswered. Neither Cantrell nor the city attorney responded to investigators' requests for a statement. Now, a judge tossed Cantrell's original restraining order against Bro back in June. Schmidt says Cantrell is appealing that decision, and in fact, a hearing is scheduled for tomorrow morning. The NOPD and Vappie's attorney did not respond to our requests for comment. Meanwhile, Cantrell's press team declined to comment.